Так, все, теперь субтитры будут читаться нормально. Меняйте чары акцию.
Splendid! Don't lose your composure. That's it! Very good! Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. There we go.
Сейчас мы мисс Анай попробуем выиграть.
Accio.
Splendid!
Here we go. Phew. Nicely done. Be sharp.
Accio.
I will get you back for that.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. There we go.
Accio.
Not to worry.
Let us see this. That is how it's done. Ouch! Well played. Here we go. Yes!
Accio.
That's it. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio
A word,
measurements,
if you would.
if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing.
You wanted to
besides
speak with me, Professor?
You know
I
it's
did.
going to work on humans.
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Lumos.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me, isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details. mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented. She'll keep you
Rookwood?
a rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him. And once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work...
Wish I could sneak into the other room.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful. Fixes things right up, makes
It seems...
more frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not... A number of your professors have agreed. I have arranged some for today. See?
I'll start on the task right away. Lumos, Accio, Levioso, Revelio. This is the right area. Wonder where the flying page is. Accio. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Accio! Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall... Remember to be...
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending
Reparo.
something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly
Revelio.
symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out. Whilst I'm impressed by your wand work, I would suggest you set your aim a bit... from your professor.
I think it's for the best that you got.
Hello, looking for me?
Natty,
Not at all. You must be
I've been looking for...
good. I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
I've heard
Yes,
that Isaac...
I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient ruins. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Lumos. Levioso.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think they're calling it... Only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that?
Revelio.
She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Gardens at Hogwarts.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fit?
Revelio.
Pleasure.
Lumos.
You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys, ugly and airy and terrifying.
Revelio.
I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon. A guys. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcraft, some seeds, and...
A new wand?
Of course. You should be able to experience Hog... Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Reparo.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon.
Matilda, I take it you've had.
I'm afraid.
Of course it is not. Stay the course.
That's certain.
And I, spellcrafts, but I shall let a potting.
I believe so.
Good. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Merlin's blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now,
Good.
a match.
I'm eager to try.
Of course. And the bond, do not be surprised.
That sounds wonderful.
I'll let you get...
welcome to J. Pippin's Potions. What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Well, hello there.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty. Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wear him down! Expelliarmus! What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
I like it! Do more of it! We need to make sure he stays that way.
Reparo.
One less thing.
Hello there. A moment if you would.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Reparo.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir.
Allow me to introduce myself. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
What an extraordinary
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined? To peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us? I think that now might be a good time to go back to the castle. I am certainly glad.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Здорово, Женек. Здорово. Ты чё, отдыхаешь или ты на работе? Да пока тут только начал продолжение. Вот что здесь я остановился, можно сказать. А, ты отдыхаешь? Так, график несет к некоторым служением мне нового ученика, запустили его сразу на 5-й курс. Профессор Уизли настаивает, что ребенку требуется сопровождение и наставник, чтобы помочь ему освоиться на новом месте перед началом учебного года. Поручаю это дело вам. За подробностью обращайтесь к профессору Уизли. Профессор Финиас Найджеплус Блэк, директор. Я хочу быстрее уже на метле полетать, ее попробовать. Сделал задержку. Сейчас вроде должно секунд 3-4 задержка. Ну, где-то секунды 3 задержка сейчас на сообщение.
Профессор,
ты нашел комнату с кастомизацией? Нет, еще, я еще не дошел до туда. Она, наверное, дальше будет.
It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise.
В самом начале комната с кастомизацией. Ну, фиг знает, вот начало это, вот считай, начало игры. Надо... Ты имеешь в виду это, которое там... Выручай комнату, ты про это говоришь?
But, sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and... I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Если про выручай комнату, то до туда я еще не доходил. А кастомизация, вот она, вот только, наверное, вот это пока есть. Снаряжение, вот. Перчатки есть. Вот такие кожаные. Потом что еще? Палочки. Головные уборы. О. Таксист. Чисто. Тут что? Тут ничего нету. Что, все закрыто. Талантов тоже никаких. Сейчас там дальше, по идее, будет уже это выручая комната и полеты. Тут вроде да... Тут мини-игра прикольная есть, мне понравилось, кстати, вот мечи. В мечи играть. Музычка такая тут играет вечно. А, вот она, кстати. Чаечек пьет, видишь, как хорошо ей. Стоит, музончик слушает, чаечек пьет. Хлюпает. Это тоже чаечек. Опа! Чай пропал. Этот что ест? Что-то ест, какие-то чипсы. Одежда, да, повышает статы. Но у меня пока ее нету особо. Одежды-то вообще никакой. Да, как в обычной РПГ, да, там и вроде палочки тоже там что-то улучшают есть. Я хочу быстрее уже посмотреть сам мир какой-то, большой, небольшой.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
As such, you are to learn inset, handy for lighting torches, burning away spite, and, when necessary, defending against those.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much When you're finished, come and see me.
Insignio.
You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
А так боевка, в принципе, простая. Дай метлу полетать, пожалуйста. Вот. Боевка, в принципе, простая. Ну, такая нормальная, короче. Что-то необычное, можно сказать. Все, теперь вы бессмертны. Что это за звук? О, значит, что-то есть здесь. Когда такой звук. Не, ладно. Надо было лысого делать. Чё?
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole?
Фига себе.
As long as for only one time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not for the meek. Please, Peeves, you'll make me late. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp.
Отвали от него,
Sought to
слышь?
trap me, confine me inside of a jar.
Смотри.
But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon.
Не понял, чё,
so
почему?
she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him.
А, то, что лысого, ну то, что этот, как его, главный злодей-то лысый был. Я забыл, как его. Который все не произносят его имя, короче, я тоже не буду произносить. Но ты понял, самый главный лысый злодей. Нельзя его именно. Нельзя его имя говорить, короче. Самый главный злодей.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you,
Себастьян.
that's all I need to know.
Волдемор, да, ты сказал это имя.
A dueling club of sorts.
Волдемор. Лысого, да, сделать такого. Чисто за Волдемор играть.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work?
Сейчас
You
будут
show up, I match you
дуэли.
with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize.
Хочешь поучаствовать?
Interested?
Пожалуй, мне это интересно, но я вступлю
Of
в такой
course. Dueling's an
Так
entertaining
он молодой
pastime.
был, не
I
лысый.
agree.
А, ну, в принципе, да.
In crossed ones, you can duel with a partner.
Наверное,
if you
да,
like.
он не лысый был.
Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Погнали,
Get me
чё.
in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Сейчас полетят искры.
We'll make you regret, son.
Ты еще пожалеешь, что записался. Ого. Пробивайте щиты. Ага, понятно. Одна ушла.
Don't shy away now.
Lumos.
Ну, что-то они вообще какие-то ватные.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Палочка светится прикольно так.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And
Давай
as a
сейчас.
fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought.
Да, ребят, что-то вы какие-то слабенькие. Так, открытый журнал заданий. Победите в дуэлях. А, это пока закрыто. Надо еще раз тогда, получается. Погнали. Сразу дуэлем будем приступать. Манекен нам не нужен.
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match ready for another round.
I'm ready.
Погнали.
Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Нет, я буду один.
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
О, понятно.
Apologies in advance.
Lumo, Accio.
Come on.
Lumos.
Give them what for.
Опа-на.
Shy away now.
Levioso.
Так, у вас осталось двое. Ого. Ну все.
Levioso. Accio.
Боль, да.
Lumos.
Ну давай, парнишка, что ты можешь? Ты слаб. Ты слабый.
Levioso. Accio.
Может быть, ты сдашься?
Levioso. Accio. Glad I didn't have a
Вата.
round.
Это вата.
Bravo.
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd
Давай
better keep
еще, давай
practicing
еще
if you
мне.
want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then.
Давай сейчас, что там ты
The next
будешь
round
думать?
is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
А, ну мы в принципе все совершили. Можно. А, не, закрыто пока. Чтобы продолжить историю, вы должны научиться использовать чары воспламенения. Кто меня научит этим чарам? Да, так, а чё? Так, где тут миссии-то? Задание его. А еще что
Hello,
надо?
Lucan. May I use...
Of course. Ready to have a try?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing
А.
Good one.
Leviosa.
Excellent fall.
Leviosa.
Next time, perhaps. That was something.
Leviosa.
Да ёпт.
You'll get it.
Leviosa.
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel.
Assignment's all finished.
Новый уровень. Вернитесь к профессору Гигекат. Если я врежусь, у нее падут книги? Не падает.
That life is behind me, I promise. Let us keep our heads about this.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
I finished all of the top.
Glad to hear it. Then you
Should be.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, your spellcasting has impressed me thus far. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your Let us begin. And remember, concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Инсендио.
Good work.
Incendio.
Теперь будем поджигать.
Incendio.
Incendio!
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student.
Херасик
I
какой.
would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
А, нам вниз. Блин, одна и та же музыка играет. Чего же они не могли добавить хотя бы штучки 3 разных?
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell
Входа в
no one.
библиотеку. Когда уже метла-то будет, ёпта?
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Уже ночь.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Так, где это?
Silent as a grave.
Стелс подъехал.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll. Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Damn! You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there?
The key. Here it is. That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
Must we encounter students at all hours of the day and night?
Валили.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover. Ghost, don't let her see you.
I was sure I heard something. Oh well.
Should be in the clear. No need for us to be skulking about. Quietly now.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Levioso.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Revelio.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell,
Hmm.
I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Reparo. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. Revelio. That's it. Where might this lead? Accio. Levioso. Reparo. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Protego! Levioso! Levioso! Accio! Revelio. Levioso. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Reparo.
Перегруз. 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 Давай посмотрим. А тут пока нельзя открыть меню. Инвентарь. Вот инвентарь. Снаряжение. Да нет, походу, нету. Нет, такого нет, ничего не видно такого. Не, перегруза нету.
This must be the way forward, but to where?
Ну там сундук есть, как вот мне его взять?
Revelio.
Вот как вот его взять?
Levioso. Accio. Reparo.
Никак.
Revelio. Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Ага, нифига себе. Ого.
Accio! Levioso! It is a book after all.
Тайная книга. А что это он в очках? Я же не одевал очки. Воды нет.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Какая-то она подозрительная.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Ну и стукач.
Revelio.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive, Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Levioso. Accio.
As soon as possible.
Reparo.
I'd like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Ну, карта не такая уж большая.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
You can't imagine how inconvenient. This cannot possibly be. Wish I could see what Hogwarts looks like.
Revelio. Protego. Revelio.
Да, это не ассасин, конечно. Да давай не ссы, прыгай.
Revelio. Accio.
It is good to see you, my...
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here? Revelio.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefied!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
I bet that one hurt.
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me?
Ashwinders? It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Best get moving on my research.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and
Merlin? Of the
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here.
Fixtures?
I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of...
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just... I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting...
Mallowsweet?
I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the centre.
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see... I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared!
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started. what a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
There's something in there. I just...
It's about time Hogwarts put someone like that.
Oh, no. Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a... I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of them. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Lumos. Revelio. Levioso. Incendio.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
That helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come.
Professor and I has fascinating stories about
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing. The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
When I fell off, what am I missing?
Obviously. Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident?
Professor Black would never allow this. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide you. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more... Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was...
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get...
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself. She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra...
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hope. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could...
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your your potion station.
Revelio.
Precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwopper feather.
You should get back to brewing your Endurance potion, and I'll tell you.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
Dragon Dart! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice...
I brewed an Endurance potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew...
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say, I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact...
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectation.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the... Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron... That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting...
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer...
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
If only a new student.
Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Scrope? Who is Scrope?
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place. Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help.
Scrope is grateful. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope...
I'm sorry to hear that. But...
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to... Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the...
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages.
Lumos.
Leviosa. Leviosa. Lumos. Incendio. Incendio. Yes. Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Туда еще пока рано, походу.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio.
Ладно, сохраняемся. И отсюда продолжим.